What is your goal? What is your financial freedom? How do you really define your financial freedom? As a person, I've been in a corporate world for quite some time. I've worked white collar jobs, and even with a good job, with a good pay, I happen to think about what exactly is my financial freedom. I came to realize that my financial freedom is not just about money, it is more about my time. My time that is being taken from me whenever they choose to. But I need to put in that time in order for me to get a salary, in order for me to get paid every month. And they deserve it. They deserve to take that time from me because they are paying me. But I come to realize that that time is precious to me. That time will be one of my number one financial freedom if I talk about financial freedom to myself personally. Second one is, what is my options? What are my options when it comes to financial freedoms? Do I have options? Options in the sense that if I stop my job today, what are my options? How can I realize back that money that I'm being paid that is forcing me to go to a particular place to give out my time? What are my options? Do I have answers to the fill up gaps? What are my options? Then I put that as my second priority when it comes to financial freedom. My third aspect of financial freedom is the security. Do I have a good security of my current investment or properties or whatsoever, my house or my cars or whatsoever? Are they secured? Are they well secured? Those are the way I define my financial freedom. One, my time. Two, my options. Three, my security. And all of this revolves and involves money. Again, it's not just about the money. What defines my financial freedom are those three things that I just mentioned. So, I want to make sure I set the stage for the journey of freedom, of financial freedom. There are stages that you must build in order for you to have that financial freedom. One of those stages is building a solid foundation. You have to build a solid foundation, which is mastering your finances. How do you master your finances? First of all, you have to have a ways of tracking your spending, your expenditures. How do you track them? Because you have to track them to reveal the hidden links and power that consciously makes you make some certain choices of what you buy, what you spend your money on. Sometimes we can spend money on things that is totally irrelevant and necessary. So it is very important you start tracking your financial expenditures. The second aspect of that, which is under the building a solid foundation, is budgeting. Budgeting is the kind of things that helps you to spend your money into the right thing, into what you're supposed to spend your money on. It is not just four-letter words budgeting, but you have to build a realistic budget that aligns with your goals. And your goal is financial freedom, being financially free. Then, under that same umbrella of building a solid foundation, which is mastering your finances, you have what they call reduction of debt. You have to reduce your debt. You have to prioritize your high interest debt and explore different strategies that could help you reduce your debt. There are strategies that is called a snowball strategy. There's a strategy that is called avalanche strategy. Because I'm not basically focusing on reduction of debt today, I'm going to skip explaining both snowball and avalanche strategy. I will emphasize more on that on a different segment. Number two. Number two is investing for growth, whereby you put your money to work. Investing on growth, where you put your money to work. How do you put your money to work? One is diversifying. The diversification of different multiple assets, different multiple investment mottos, investment strategy, investment building blocks that will help you diversify your finances, which is you put your money into something that either bring returns to you or grow or give you some sort of benefits. So you don't have to put all your money in one basket. For example, you can invest in stock, but you can also invest in ETFs. ETF is like a stock is, for example, you're buying just one company stock, maybe Apple stock, Alphabet, or Microsoft, or Verizon. It's just one stock. If that stock fails, you also fails, which is you can go down based on what is happening in the market. But if you can put money in that, but you can also put money in ETFs. ETFs could combine Apple, Alphabet, Microsoft, Verizon, and put all of them together and call them something, one thing. And you can put your money into that, whereby everything coexists in order for the growth of the ETFs. So you stand a very low likelihood of that actually going down. That's it. You can also put your money on bonds. You can put your money on treasury bills. You can put your money in different type of market strategies, including physical, digital, and otherwise strategies. You have to diversify your money, which means you exploit different asset classes. Number two, underneath investing for growth is a long-term mindset. You have to have a long-term mindset. Now, there are different types of, when you say long-term mindset, there is a mid-term mindset. There's a short mindset also. But in this case, in this particular segment, we are focusing on long-term mindset. You have to understand the power of a compound interest, and the patience that it requires. So, the long-term mindset is for you to have in the mind the mindset of understanding that I'm going to wait for a long time. It could be 3 years, it could be 2 years, it could be 1 year, it could be 6 months until this come to either maturity or build enough interest for me to start living properly. There are some dividends, ETFs, or stocks that you know within the next 5 years they'll be able to pay you enough dividends for you to pay your house rent, for example, or pay your mortgage, for example. depending on how much you invest in them. So you have to have a long-term mindset. Number three, underneath the investing for growth, is invest in yourself. This is one of the most essential part of everything that I would want to talk about, because you cannot give what you don't have. You can't give the knowledge that you do not have yourself. It's difficult for you to give a knowledge that you do not have, because it's like garbage in, garbage out. If you don't have the knowledge, you can't speak on it. So you have to invest in yourself. How do you invest in yourself? You have to educate yourself based on a particular subject, a particular course or a program, for you to be an expert or proficient in that part of a line of whatever. It could be a skill. You can invest into a skill that will make you very proficient and become a high demanding person in that field. And experiences are a valuable asset as well. After going through different stages of your life, professional life, and work life, and in life in general as well, you have to gather enough experiences, which could be a valuable asset as well. What are your experiences? Have you traveled far and near? Do you understand economics? Do you understand the global economics? Do you understand emerging technologies? Do you understand what is going on based on a certain aspect of life? Do you understand politics? Do you understand that the politics is affecting economics? Do you understand how budget is being structured in order to affect a certain industry? Do you understand what type of politics encourages a certain industry, certain market? Those are the things you need to be knowledgeable about. All right. So I'm going to move to the third part of having a financial freedom. And this third part is very, very essential, because this is what will make you really financially free. And that is building a passive income of streams, or building a passive streams of incomes. That is when you make money, when you start making money even while you are asleep. How do you make money while you are asleep? It coincides with some of the things that I've talked about before, especially when it comes to investing for growth. That is putting your money to work. You have to explore various passive income options: real estate, dividends, online businesses. You have to explore, because you have to be able to get income from not one source, but from multiple sources. You have to understand the passive income that comes whether the market changes or not. You have to be able to still make that money that comes. So these are some of the 3 habits that you can actually keep in order for you to have that financial freedom. It's easier said than done, but if you follow these full steps, if you follow them diligently, and you do your due diligence, I'm not saying follow everything I say, because I am not a financial expert. I come here to also express based on my experience and my knowledge, and I feel like it will be valuable for a lot of people out there. But it is left for you to do a due diligence to make sure you are making the right steps that will elevate you, move you from one level right now to another level and gradually getting you closer to financial freedom. I want to let you know that don't forget that today is a good day, but tomorrow will be a better day. Happy view.